Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the often confusing world of corporate filings. Today we're diving into a filing that might seem a little dry on the surface, but trust me, there are some interesting nuggets of information hidden inside. It's like finding a winning lottery ticket inside a textbook about accounting. We're looking at a Form 8K from Athene Holding, filed April 18, 2025. Now, an 8K is basically a corporate breaking news report. Companies use it to tell the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, and investors about important events that could affect the company. Today's news involves Apollo Global Management, the parent company of Athene, and a conference call about their financial results. First things first, the date. This report is dated April 18, 2025, which means the event they're reporting on happened around that time. It's important to know when this information was released so we can put it in the right context. Let's quickly identify who's involved. The company making the filing is Athene Holding, a company that focuses on retirement savings and reinsurance, which is basically insurance for insurance companies. This part just lists the different types of securities Athene has registered with the SEC, including preferred stocks and debentures. It's not super critical for understanding the main point of this report, but it's good to know Athene has different ways for people to invest in the company. Here's the heart of the matter, item 701, which refers to Regulation FD, or Fair Disclosure. This regulation is all about making sure companies share important information with everyone at the same time, not just a select few. Apollo Global Management, Athene's parent company, is holding a conference call to discuss its financial results for the first quarter of 2025, meaning the months of January, February, and March. This call is scheduled for May 2, 2025. The important part is that Apollo is making this call available to the public through a webcast, which is basically a live broadcast over the internet. This means anyone can listen in and hear about Athene's financial performance. The webcast will be on Apollo's investor relations website. If you missed the live call, don't worry, a replay will be available shortly after. This is a good thing because it means everyone has a chance to hear the information, even if they can't make the live event. Now, this filing itself doesn't contain any financial numbers or specific details about Athene's performance. It's simply announcing when and where you can find that information. However, the fact that Apollo is discussing Athene's results on a public call tells us something. Athene is important to Apollo's overall financial picture. So what does all this mean for you, the investor or curious observer? Well, it means that if you're interested in Athene, you should mark your calendar for May 2nd and tune into Apollo's conference call or listen to the replay. This is where you'll get the real insights into how Athene is performing. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Athene operates in a competitive industry, facing off against other big players in the retirement savings and insurance markets. Companies like Prudential, MetLife, and Legal & General are all vying for a piece of the pie. To stay ahead, Athene needs to not only attract new customers, but also manage its existing business effectively. This includes managing risks, generating consistent returns, and maintaining a strong financial position. Athene's relationship with Apollo is also key to its success. Apollo, as the parent company, provides Athene with resources, expertise, and access to investment opportunities. This can give Athene an edge over its competitors, but it also means that Athene's performance is closely tied to Apollo's overall strategy. One potential risk factor for Athene and for the insurance industry in general is changes in interest rates. When interest rates rise, it can make Athene's products more attractive to customers, but it can also increase the company's costs. On the other hand, low interest rates can put pressure on Athene's profits. Another risk is regulatory changes. The insurance industry is heavily regulated, and new rules and regulations can impact Athene's business. For example, changes in capital requirements could force Athene to hold more reserves, which would reduce its profitability. Despite these risks, Athene has a lot of opportunities to grow. The aging population in many countries is creating a growing demand for retirement savings products. Athene is well positioned to capitalize on this trend, especially if it can continue to innovate and offer products that meet the needs of its customers. In conclusion, while this particular 8K filing is just a simple announcement about a conference call, it's a reminder that Athene Holding is a company worth watching. By tuning into Apollo's call, investors can get a better understanding of Athene's financial performance and its prospects for the future. Is Athene a buy, sell, or hold? That's a question you'll have to answer for yourself after doing your own research. But based on what we know, Athene seems to be a solid company with a lot of potential. Just remember to keep an eye on those risk factors and make sure you understand the company's strategy before making any investment decisions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy, please subscribe, like, and comment.